Well, the more you read, the more you can pretty sure, which thing that research should go under. So you are trying to understand what? Create a voluntary auditory imagery.
Part of it, yes. Yes. Okay. If you want to go deeper, just on the research issues. Yeah. You could add one more research approach, quantitatively. Please do not use it. I say so because a lot of students come to me and say, "Oh, I'm going to explore the question this way," and I look at the questions. The questions are all quantitative in nature.
Now we set the goal.
Feasible for us to conduct as well.
That's why questions like, what do you think?
Or ways where you choose to really niche, something that hasn't been explored by anyone.
Why is it important to explore a topic that nobody has explored? How do you think about food material? Okay, next one, how satisfied you are with the course. online interview. This one can also help us transcribe too. Okay, it could do audio to text or video to text. Okay. All right, let's watch how to do it.
Use Google Translate and transcribe.
Okay, for interview.
Why don't we become friends?
If this is your own research, you have up to this stage, you already conducted literature review. So all the important concepts from your literature review should be, okay, initial codes for you to think about.
This is for the communications. Like the first one, first person say like some people
And then I have another excerpt here. But through the so there is one group. There is one group. I think there was a guy that said initially he thought that his linguistic knowledge would be better suited for, let's say, teaching or something. But then he discovered that he could do more. So that is knowledge adequate. It's not knowledge lacking anymore.
His professional growth in the team. It's about experience,
So we're working with this data set empirical one, and we categorize it into 3 different themes.
So the whole one is the theory, and the second one is practical application. So how they use different ways to demonstrate, to tell people what they got from this activity. A gap between theory and application, a breach between theory and application. So what exactly you want your reader to know? The course is, bridge the gap of theory and of application. The course has a gap between theory and application. So make it clearer.
There's actually 4 names there.
All right.
Brian is just the first one we forgot.
It was pretty difficult for us to find this very only 2 or 3.
So the common theme here is related to the final product that requires the use of design thinking. The theme here is design thinking, the final work, and their perception of the work. The first code is their perception of how useful linguistic knowledge is and how it could be used into creating the work. And the second code is how difficult it is to use their creativity to create a product that reflects the brand values.
So we are not going to do it individually. We are going to do it by groups. So there's only one person in your group who will be luckily chosen to answer the question. But then the rest of the group members, you need to help this person to answer the questions directly. Remember the number 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we will decide who in your group will be in charge of the answer. Okay, just answer means what? Key in the answer. But then the rest of the group members, you need to work together. You work together. Don't leave him or her alone. Now, let's decide. Okay, remember your numbers, right? Yeah. Okay, now let's decide the number. Okay, so it's gonna be group number go.
So why do we want to make this research is because we see an interesting correlation between environmental education and how it can enhance social-emotional competencies.
That if you want to conduct that qualitatively, I think you could have, like, for example, how do they, again, perceive these three languages?
Here is for the semantic change. These are the three main questions, and they are repeated with different charts. Mostly they would be only asked the 5 most popular charts according to the questionnaire that we are going to be conducting.
Again, you look at your second question. I think your second question has to go back to the instructor and also the peers. Because the question is on the zone of possible development, right? Yeah. Besides your own interest, what is the most updated research, okay, talks about the importance of the research topic?
So for example, my research is very niche and there's not a lot of recent studies for it. If there are no recent studies that are like within 5 years, it's still credible to say that if I use like,
older research.
Mm.
But also another question is that how much literature review should I do? Like how many studies should be the minimum?
I would say, including literature review,
Yes.
I would say 5 to 10. So this methodology, it used qualitative action research through a single case study. The participant is highly valuable. She's a female junior high English teacher with 20 years of experience, and she's also a certified professional counselor. So making her dual expertise perfect for this study.